Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the CCFS Counsel and Encouragement Expedition podcast series. I'm Edward Ruiz, and it is day 31, the final episode here of the May Counsel and Encouragement Expedition podcast series. I pray that this journey has been encouraging to you, and that the counsel over the last 31 days has been good. Thank you so much for staying tuned in during this time. I want to finish off the episode or the series on suffering. I want to finish off this podcast series with a point about suffering, which will be this. Suffering will endure until Christ returns. Suffering will endure until Christ returns. And this is inspired in part through a recent reading of the Fox's Christian Book of Martyrs, or Fox's Christian Martyrs, and which recounts the story in the lives of Christians really since the beginning of the Church of Christ, when the disciples were first commissioned to go and start making disciples, when Christ ascended, in that final commission there in Matthew 28. And so this here doesn't recount the last 2,000 years of history, but we know even since this book was written, many Christians have endured suffering and hardship and pain in the name of the gospel and in the name of Christ. And the point, though, that I'm trying to make is that, suffering began then, and suffering will endure until Christ returns. Whether you're fighting a fight of the Christian faith, or whether you're fighting sickness and disease, whether you're fighting any other sort of difficulty, hardship, pain, and suffering, suffering is just part of the reality of our existence, and it will endure until Christ returns. And I wonder if that helps kind of clarify, though, something about, or in terms of how to endure. Because I know for me, sometimes if I think about going into something without really knowing how long it'll last, it can kind of even affect my morale and how I enter into the scenario. But when I know how long I'm going to be facing the situation, sometimes that helps enable me to kind of have a new level of gusto, if you will, in facing the hardship. And in the case of the Christian life, it's good for us to realize and know and accept the reality that suffering is part of the Christian life until Christ returns, and it will be. And there's going to be a day when Christ makes all things new, and you and I have a whole new body, when sin is gone, death is gone, suffering is gone. And I wonder if you look forward to that day. I sure do. But it's good for us. It's a good sober reminder that suffering will last until Christ returns. Listen, thank you so much again for staying tuned in during this last month. I pray it has been helpful to you. Please stay tuned into this channel as new content will be generated going forward. And until we connect next time, thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey, real quickly, thank you so much for visiting. If you want to learn more about CCFS, please visit my website at ccfamilyservices.com. There you'll learn about the mission and vision of CCFS, or you'll find out there's podcasts, articles, and blogs and content that I make available to you in case you're interested in that. If you want to learn more about counseling services, my contact information is there at the bottom of the webpage as well, or maybe you know somebody who may benefit from some counseling, please forward along. Thank you so much for visiting today, and I look forward to connecting with you. Until next time, take care.